I'm Mike.
And I'm Matt.
And this is The Coin Show. On episode 155 of the Coin Show podcast. I know. Matt and I are going to talk about, what's going on in the world of coins. We're going to talk about the coolest thing that walked in this week, as well as the news.
Oh, gotta find the news. Hold on.
Gotta find the news.
Oh, gotta still find the
We
news.
might even answer a listener question. But first, as always, the news. The entirety of the Coin Show podcast is brought to you by our patrons and the people that subscribe to us at www.patreon.com/thecoinshow. Matt and I had a special surprise for everybody this week.
Yep, sure did.
You want to tell them about it?
No, go ahead, man. You're in the mood. I can tell.
Who says? So what we did was we decided that, we have our show pretty much every other week on, for our feed and for our Facebook. But in order to do something a little special for the people that help us, we are going to create a couple of extra shows a month exclusively for our Patreon audience, for people that subscribe at a $5 or higher level.
Yep.
So that's extra content, as well as some other really cool surprises coming for you, because you've done so much for us and you have really helped us to grow this thing.
Yep.
So thank you to all of you. As for the news,
the real sponsor of the news is
the news is brought to you by Fly Swatters. Now, don't think of it as killing insects. Think of it as enhancing your own personal experience in order to live your best life. Live your best life with Fly Swatters.
Oh my.
Thank you, George. So, PCGS has certified a 1776 Continental dollar found in France.
Really?
This coin was purchased from a flea market in a junk box for 50 cents euro.
Wait a second.
You know what they said? Foreign coins. Yeah, go ahead. That's what they said.
So this coin was purchased in a flea market in a junk box.
Correct. So the discovery was made, and as the man recounts the story, what he says is that he was looking through a junk box at a flea market, and a guy reached into another box and pulled this coin out and kind of laid it on top, and he looked at it and he's like, how much for this one? And he goes, 50 cents. And he goes, okay, I'll take it.
Well, yeah, of course.
Well, of course, whatever. It's like, I don't know how many people would recognize these. They're they're made from pewter.
Right. Pewter.
So, they're an odd metal, but yes, kind of recognizable. I would think it was a fake right off the bat, but being in Europe, I'd grab it anyway, just as a memento of, my home.
Sure. Yeah. But that's the thing. We see these things all the time that are counterfeit. Good Lord. Yeah. I probably see 4 or 5 of them a week.
Walk into the shop this week.
Right. I see 4 or 5. And
yeah.
I've never had a real one walk in raw. Ever.
Yeah. Okay.
I've owned one. I've owned a couple, actually. I owned an AU-58 and then like a VF-20, but I've never had one walk in that was genuine, ever.
So when this discovery was made and the purchase was finalized, the new owner really did believe that he had stumbled upon a rare coin, and he took it to his local coin shop. So the coin was then sent to PCGS Paris,
okay,
and it was eventually sent to the U.S. for authentication and finally certified by PCGS and given a Mint State 62 grade for a kicker.
So not only did he find it in a junk box for 50 cents, He sent it in to PCGS and it got into a 62 holder. That is insane. That's awesome.
PCGS CoinFacts lists the value at just under $100,000.
Oh my God.
Now, unfortunately, this will fuel a rash of people taking almost anything to their local brick and mortar coin shops. But you knew the job was dangerous when you took it. This is how discoveries are made.
That's right. I can just imagine now, as soon as this becomes news.
Oh, yeah. It's like your 43 steel cents are going to just come running in now. All right. So moving forward in time, a Proof 1855 Kellogg and Company $50 gold coin certified as the finest known was recently sold at auction for a record $1 million in San Francisco.
That's pretty cool.
Well, this isn't even a U.S. mint coin. This is a private mint issue.
Yep.
Gold Rush token.
Well, I mean, but if you look at the coin, it's obviously obviously
it's superior
a US
minting job. This is no nugget. This is, that's professionals.
I mean, this is
so. The buyer said he enjoys collecting coins related to the California Gold Rush. The coin is graded by PCGS as Proof 64 Cameo.
That probably helps.
It was last sold in 2014 for just over $750,000. This coin has been pedigreed to the Garrett collection and Augustus Humbert himself.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
On the modern coins, NGC has certified the first 2020W nickel 5-cent piece.
Yeah, I saw they were putting these out. Oh, yeah. Here, wait, hold on. I have a sound for this. You ready?
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Well, no, I don't think it's going to get crickets.
Well,
because you saw how the sets drove proof set sales last year.
For sure.
Right. So the coin is included in a 2020 mint proof set. So this year the 5-cent coin is the premium and will be available as the cent was last year in cameo proof with a proof set, mint state from mint sets, and reverse proof from the silver proof sets. And I believe that these sales, they did prop up the mint and proof set sales last year. But do you think the collecting public will go for round 2? And if they do, how many rounds do you think they'll go before they drop?
Well, I mean, it's obvious what they're doing now. Next year it'll be the dime. Then it'll be all the quarters, or 1 quarter at a time.
Won't do the quarters the year after that because they've already done W quarters.
Oh, but they haven't done it proof.
Nah, they'll do half. They'll skip right to the half.
We'll see. Hey, should we bet on it?
Well, here's the thing. What are you going to put in the mint set then as your premium?
I don't know. You put the W quarter in the mint set with all the Philadelphia stuff.
I'm just saying, it's like there already are W quarter. Well,
I mean, next year, if that's the only way that you can get it, then there you go. Bingo, bango.
Okay. Fair enough. Everybody will have them. They'll be super popular, and people will grab them, and then that'll be the thing that people bring you, and they'll say, "Isn't this 2019?" No,
right? Yeah.
That's what. Yeah. God. All right.
Gotta love
love pumping you up for this news. In no W mint nickel news,
the
2020 America the Beautiful silver quarters proof sets go on sale February 20th.
This is the one with the critters, right? Or critters and plants?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's pretty much what they're down to. Yeah, critters and plants. You get the bats.
You get the bats?
Yeah, you get the bats. So once again, this year, the coins will be minted in 999 silver. I think it'll be interesting to see how long the sets will continue to sell, because these coins are no bargain for the silver buyer, and they no longer represent the silver coinage once enjoyed in circulation.
Right.
So other than a profit motive, what gives?
There are many things in the world that are driven by profit, Mike.
Well, I get that, but the U.S. Mint doesn't focus largely on profits, do they?
Oh, that's not a joke. Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Did. Why would it cost $1 or 1.99 cents to manufacture a cent, and 7.62 cents to manufacture a nickel 5-cent coin?
Well, but these are two completely different things. You have circulating coinage, which they have to make, and then you have these sets, which they make for a profit. So
I don't know that they do have to make it.
Well, they do. I think they believe they have to make
getting it done. No, I don't think it's mandated that they must make coinage. It is that they do make coinage.
Well, I mean, that's
but
kind of their
thing is, if they were budget conscious, they would probably recall old cents, because you can recall them at a cent and a half directly to the banks. You don't have to distribute them. They get, pushed around the country. Your cent shortage is over, and you save money.
No, as soon as you start recalling old cents, then everybody and their mother hoards them. and there's a new cent shortage.
Well, we'll see what happens. I don't know. So, but that was my next story was that it costs $1 or it costs 1.99 cents to manufacture a cent, 7.62 cents to manufacture a nickel 5-cent coin. I mean, yeah, they're still turning quite a profit off, just circulating coinage.
Right.
The Mint realized over $318 million in seigniorage in 2019.
I think they're doing just fine, buddy.
But this is the 14th straight year that cents and nickels have been made at a loss.
And until they start realizing little to no seigniorage, then I would worry about it. But at this particular point, $318.3 million is a pretty decent amount of seigniorage.
No, granted, it's a great amount. But here's my point is that, in the U.S., inaction seems to carry the day. It's the default of our government. It really is. You do nothing, you ignore it, and you hope it goes away.
Well, I mean, yeah.
I'm just saying. So I don't know that they're necessarily. I mean, I think that somebody at the Mint has figured out, hey, we're making a ton of money off this stuff, but I don't think they're that. I just don't think they're that savvy to it.
Right.
I think a lot of it's by accident. Now, on the opposite side of that, we have Canada, America's toque, who is soliciting public opinions for the next face to grace the Canadian vertical $5 note. So they've started making their notes vertical.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw one the other day. Somebody showed me one.
Canadians can submit their suggestions by using the Bank of Canada submission form at www.bankofcanada.ca or by clicking on the link in the Coin Week story. So, honestly, I think this is such a great idea. The last time it was done was 2016 when Canada redesigned their vertical $10 note.
Yeah.
So that note won design awards, which you can't win if you never change your currency.
Well, that's true, too.
Just saying. So nominees must meet the following criteria. They must be Canadian by birth or naturalization, who has demonstrated outstanding leadership, achievement, or distinction in any field, benefiting the people of Canada or in the service of Canada.
So what you're telling me is that the Beebs is ready to rock.
Maybe.
Out.
They have been deceased. No, there you go. They have been deceased for at least 25 years before March 11th, 1995.
One can only hope.
And they are not a fictional character, which might also disqualify peeps. Up to 5 names may be submitted at once, but multiple submissions are allowed. So, hey, you can go Chicago on them and stuff the ballot box. New votes the new notes are expected to be introduced in 3 to 4 years. Yeah.
Interesting.
Now, back at home, I'm not quite sure who to shake my head at with this one.
Uh-oh.
The Fairbanks Coin Club is asking the governor of Alaska to petition the federal government to send 2020 golden dollars to the 49th state so that they may freely circulate.
What, they don't get them now?
Well, no, they don't circulate because they don't make them for circulation. But this particular issue is honoring a human rights activist who helped secure Alaska's statehood.
Oh, that's right.
So it's really, really important. And, so the measure has passed the state legislature with only a single dissenting vote. Gee, I wonder who that is. I'd love to get their email. This year's coin features Elizabeth Peratrovich, a native activist who helped to secure statehood for Alaska in 1959. So they want to release 5 million coins into circulation so that people may obtain and use the coins in normal commerce. Okay, so personally, why wouldn't we?
Yeah, I don't see a problem with that. Ship them.
Right, send them all there. Hold off on building another warehouse for golden dollars for 1 more year.
Right.
The coins are being minted because the Mint wants to create this series of designs. So,
I think there should be some red lights going off at the Mint, like, oh, somebody actually wants them. Let's send those up there. Somebody actually needs them.
Well, that's kind of my whole point. It's like, you're building warehouses to store these things. You've got a state that says, hey, bring them in. We want them. And you're going to look at them and go, I don't know about that,
Yeah, but we'd have to, put them in a truck and, drive them all the way up there. And
so, if the coins are requested for commerce, which is exactly what they're meant for,
right,
back the truck up. Let's go.
Yeah, I agree.
The Bureau of Engraving and Printing has released the America Founding Fathers currency set for 2020.
All right, that's cool.
Now, I'm not familiar with this set, but it features a $1 and a $2 note with serial numbers starting with 2020. The set has been made every year since 2014. At $21.95, I'd call it a head scratcher.
Yeah, I mean,
if you want to buy it bulk,
I think they're.
EP will knock down the price to $18.95 for quantities of over 50.
I mean, I think they're cashing in on people that like those fancy serial numbers and want to give it as a gift or something. You know, there's a lot of people out there. I run into them all the time that just like serial numbers on notes. So
my father was like that.
Right.
He was a guy that watched every serial number of every note he ever got. And I'll tell you a quick story. My brother is an Eagle Scout. So he got his Eagle Scout in, like 1976 or something like that. And he had done it under both the old system and the new system.
Okay.
We were in Troop 509, which is the troop that my father started. And he was the second Eagle Scout from the troop.
Okay.
My father got a bill within that time period with the serial number 05090002.
Really?
Yeah. So he put it into a frame, made the certificate for it, gave it to my brother.
That's pretty cool. I mean,
It was very cool. But like I said, yes, you have to be those people that really watch serial numbers.
There are people that like that stuff.
Now, the article is kind of confusing to me as it says a mintage limit of 8,000 for this release with a product limit of 7,600.
Really?
And no household ordering limit. So they're not confusing those. I don't know how you mint. Well, first off, you don't mint notes, but I mean, how you make 8,000 of them.
Yeah.
But you limit the product to 7,600. Just don't know what it means.
I don't know either.
All right, so let's get into more fun stuff. A rare $17.95 silver plug $half will be on the docket at the Whitman Coin and Collectibles Spring Expo in Baltimore. Say that 5 times fast.
Ooh, I like that coin.
Yeah. Stax will offer the rarity recently certified for the first time by PCGS at Good 6. It has been privately held for decades.
Huh. That's awesome.
Yeah, so the story of the silver plug coins is kind of fascinating, actually. The early U.S. Mint was struggling to produce coins at the correct weight and fineness. So this practice was used for both half-dollar and dollar coins in 1795, but actually far less often with half-dollars, according to CoinWeek.com. And we don't often think about the monumental task of taking in deposits of specie, assaying it, purifying it, creating ingots and strip, and then planchets, so that the entire strip is homogeneous. I mean, that's not something that you're likely to
making
do on
those
the first attempt.
Making those planchets a certain weight.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, so that was a learning curve, and clearly something that they had to get used to. Took them 2 years, and then by 1796 they didn't have to plug them anymore. But I mean, it was an interesting solution. But I still think that when you think about the people that were doing this, they're farmers. They're just, I don't know. So I give them kudos, but the coins are really cool. That $half, what do you think that $half will sell for?
I don't know. They don't come up that often, so I haven't tracked that coin as far as what they've brought in the past, if at all. I can't ever remember seeing a $half, but
that's the thing is you see the dollars.
You see the dollars every once in a while, but
yeah.
I couldn't tell you the last time I saw a half. Cool.
Seated Liberty, Barber, Mercury, and Roosevelt dime photographs are now being requested for the new Cherry Pickers Guide.
It's coming.
So authors Bill Fiva and Larry Briggs are still searching for a small number of varieties that have been properly imaged for their book. Dealers who have clear, high-resolution pictures or coins that can be photographed may contact Whitman to inquire about the sought-after varieties. Email address at cherrypickers@whitman.com has been set up for this specific purpose.
Crowdsourcing that one.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah.
All right, so Matt, put this one up and don't look. So finally in the news.
Put it up. Hold on. Wait. Not looking. Okay.
Okay. CoinWeek published an article this week naming 5 iconic, unique U.S. coins you can't own.
Oh,
and I love it. So without looking, Matt, can you name 5 unique coins that you could not own? So here, I'll give you a little clue. It's like the article mentions the 33 St. Gaudens, but truthfully, you could potentially own it. if the circumstances were right.
There's one coin that has been monetized.
Right.
Right.
So you can actually own that one. That was not what they were going after with this.
That's a tough question. I've been sitting here thinking about this.
Yeah, I gave you a little heads up, but not much.
There's a lot of
give you any time to look it up.
There's a lot of coins in the Smithsonian collection that are these particular coins. So I'm thinking like, there's a $3 gold piece. It was like 55S, I think.
Okay, that's number one. It's not the 55S, it's the 70S.
70S, that's right. That's
supposed to be in the cornerstone of the San Francisco Mint. That's one down. 4 to
go. What about the... Isn't there like a gold union?
No, they never minted the $50 denomination.
I didn't remember if they minted one or not. Were these coins just like struck for circulation, or is there patterns in here?
No patterns.
Okay, so...
Well, I mean, there's one that's kind of iffy.
Man, I don't know. This is a tough one.
Okay. So the Class 2 draped bust $1804.
Okay, yeah.
That's the iffy one.
Yeah.
The other ones are circulating coins.
I'm going to give up because my brain, I've been doing this all day. My brain hurts too much to think this hard. But
well, there's only 3 left. So there's the 1849 Double Eagle.
I'll scroll now so everybody can see.
1849 Double Eagle.
Okay.
But let's go back to the top.
Yeah, let's go to the top.
There's the 1866 No Motto seated quarter and the 1866 No Motto seated half.
Okay.
So you got those, the $3 Princess.
So, well, I'm just reading about the first one here. The 66 quarter was King Farouk's. Then it went into the DuPont collection.
Right.
And then it probably got donated to the National Numismatic. Yes, it did.
Yeah, it did. In 1999, when it was sold.
Huh, cool. No, it was donated in 2015.
Oh, okay, after it was stolen. That's right. It was stolen from the DuPont collection. And then they finally did recover it. And once it was returned, then in 2015, they donated it to the Smithsonian.
Huh.
So nobody can steal it again.
The No Motto seated $50 was on display at the A&A.
And also stolen from the DuPont collection.
Yeah. And then it also went to the National Numismatic Collection. So that's another. And then the 1804 Class 2.
Class 2 draped bust, which, I mean, it's
kind of, sort of something you could
that's what
own.
I'm saying. It's like, there's, are there 7 of them?
Of the $1804, I think there's...
One. That's right.
Well,
there's only one.
No, but I mean, of the other types, I mean, they're not
there's
that
7
much
of
different.
The Class 1s. There's 1 plain edge Class 2 piece, and there are 6 Class 3s.
Yeah. So, I mean, at the end of the day, if you wanted to own an $1804, you could.
But you can't own a Class 2.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. It's a little nitpicky.
Okay.
Okay.
The
and then
1870S $3 Princess.
$3 Princess, yeah. Oh, yeah. And then the last one, the 4920.
And that would make me think, isn't there another 1870S coin that was unique?
I'm not sure if it was unique, though. I think
wasn't it like the dollar?
I don't know. I don't want to speculate because, like, I don't study a lot of this kind of stuff that I can't own just because I can't own it.
Well, if I didn't study stuff I couldn't own, I wouldn't know about anything.
Well, that's a good point, Mike. But, yeah, I don't study a lot of this stuff. I try to hit the books on the stuff I see every day. But
Fair enough.
But, yeah, I mean, the 4920, have we seen that? We've seen that coin, haven't we, together?
The 49?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's at the A&A usually.
Yeah, we saw it on the A&A traveling exhibit. Was that before or after we almost knocked down the case that had the 1804?
I think it was shortly before.
There was an $1804 and a 1913 nickel in a case, and Mike and I almost knocked it over.
No, not Mike and I.
It wasn't me.
Wasn't me.
It literally was on the tipping point of going over. So that was good.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So that's the news. Brought to you this week
by
Fly Swatters.
Love fly swatters. Love me some fly swatters.
Hold on a second, I gotta get to the read.
Oh yeah.
A second, because it's worth it. Let's see. Really? Seriously, Mike? You got to put the listeners through this?
I know. What the heck, bro?
I know, I'm usually better. So let's see. Brought to you by Fly Swatters. Don't think of it as killing insects. Think of it as enhancing your own personal experience in order to live your best life. Live your best life with Fly Swatters.
I love it.
I think you like it more than I make it sound like a real commercial.
I love these. These are like my favorite things on the planet, Mike. They really are.
I'm glad. If I can make somebody happy, I'm glad to do that.
Gosh, those are fun. I love them. I wish I was that creative.
You are. Trust me, you created this show.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Let's see. So do we have any listener questions?
I don't know. How about you check the email and I will check the social networks.
Okay.
While we're live streaming here.
Like at QuanShowRadio.com.
Don't read your password off as you're typing it in, Mike.
Oh. No, I don't have to. I have them all stored.
That would be pretty funny, though.
Yeah, I would.
Have to change that one in a hurry.
Hot Mama 4 exclamation.
Oh, that's funny. Potato salad 14.
Yeah, that's tater salad. I bet you that's Ron White's password. Tater salad.
That's funny.
We are not getting a ton of questions from Questions at Coin Show.
Well, that's because I think that's because we've been doing the show live now.
Yeah,
and probably. A lot of people that would write in are just.
Although we are still getting a lot of offers to redo our what do you call it, SEO?
Well, of course. Yeah, man.
Okay, so you know what? We got one forwarded, and I think this is worth doing. So, Mike and Matt.
Yeah.
I'm new to the show and was unsure if you had ever unpacked the red, brown grades as they pertain to copper coins.
Nope.
What part of the minting process causes the red color? Is it limited to copper? Excited to hear what expertise you have in this area. Keep up the great work. Kevin.
So the answer is yes, it is related to anything that is made of copper, whether that is whether that is a coin that is
an Indian head cent,
or it could be even something like a Washington quarter struck on a cent planchet. That could even be included. So, yes, it is limited to coins that are made out of copper or copper plating, like they do with the modern coins.
Yeah, that's the copper version of it. Is the red.
Right. And then the other part of that question was. I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank.
Was there part of the minting process that causes the red color?
No.
So, guys, tell me.
No, not specifically. I mean, red color has more to do with the surface of the copper, and it has to do with the preservation of the copper. Now, I will tell you that it's not like it's not dumb luck that these coins remain red. They're very well taken care of, and they're kept in fairly inert circumstances. However, even coins stored in the best of that can still, over time, they can oxidize.
Right.
And that's all the brown really is. So personally, I'm going to get up on my soapbox for a minute, and I'm going to tell you that I think that you should get rid of the red-brown designation. That you should either call a coin red or you should call it brown. And it's like, if it's in between, it's in between.
Yeah, I mean, because there's two.
It's a temporary state for coins, though. You know what I mean?
But, dude, you got to understand that there's just so many different colors of red-brown. Red-brown goes from almost red with just a little bit of brown to almost brown with just a little bit of red. And that's kind of the catch-all for everything that's not red or not brown.
Right, but can't we just have red, brown, and not red or brown?
No.
I mean, seriously, isn't that easier? Does it make more sense?
No.
Can't you teach a 4-year-old to grade that?
No. No, you really can't.
I can. I need to talk to your 4-year-old then, because I think I can teach him. I mean, I think it's pretty simple. That's just me. That's my opinion. I think that red-brown is a dangerous rabbit hole that it just describes too many different things for it to be a designation, in my opinion.
Well, yeah, but like I said, they use it as a catch-all. That's how they roll. So
Right. So why isn't your catch-all just not?
well, because why do not when you can do something? That's the way
But
they.
if the something isn't accurate, why don't you just call it foxes? I mean, I don't know. It's like I've seen coins that I think should be red brown that have gotten brown.
Sure.
Right. So if you're going to do that, then just
And I've
call
seen
them
coins
brown.
in red holders that have obviously toned to brown. I mean, they
Right,
exist.
and that, like I said, is because it's and I think
temporary.
that
Yeah.
who was it? PCGS that just said that they're not guaranteeing the red brown or the red designation anymore.
I think it's after a certain amount of time.
Yeah,
I'd have to
'cause, I
look that
mean,
up. I'm not.
They can't
1,000%
control how you
sure.
store the coin,
Right.
and that will affect it. That's just the way it works.
Okay, got a couple questions from the live stream here. Let's see. Kevin Markman asked Mike.
Well,
Oh wait, you got
before
more?
I just wanted to say one other thing, and I've said this for a long time. You've heard me say it a million times, but I don't know if all of our listeners have. That I personally think that golden dollars should be divided into gold and brown. The same way. Yeah, I know. There's the crickets. You go ahead. You know what George thinks of it, though?
Oh my.
That's right. See, I can get somebody excited about it.
That's right.
I'm just saying that you have that. Yeah, are there any other designations for color? Just copper, right?
NGC did it for just
They used
a
to do
few months.
white.
They used the white and tone, but that was it.
Yeah, but then they got away from that.
They didn't do it for very long. Yeah,
Yeah, because it's the slippery slope.
right.
All right, sorry. So go
Okay.
ahead.
Yep. Kevin Markman asked Mike, "How have the first few weeks been at the new shop?"
Well, I've been there.
Don't get yourself in trouble.
I've been there a total of 7 days. No, 6 days. Today's Monday.
Yep.
Right?
No, today.
No,
I thought you
today's
started
Tuesday.
Monday. Oh,
Today is
yeah, no,
Tuesday.
today is Tuesday. You're right. You're right. So,
See, I'm losing track already. So I've been there 7 days. We're having a lot of fun. I will tell you that I have a lot to learn, but I think anybody that starts any job has a learning curve.
Sure.
They have, their own way of doing things. I will tell you, I've been just absolutely amazed at the traffic that comes through the store, but it's also in downtown Chicago, so you can kind of expect that. It is in the main financial district of Chicago as well. So we see a lot of, people that come in there looking just for bullion and stuff like that. And it just, I think more so than I've seen in the past.
yeah.
Haven't made any big mistakes yet. I mean, I've made a couple, but haven't made any big mistakes yet.
I think everybody's just waiting for it.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's gonna happen.
Oh, it
so-
happens. I got the best mistake in the history of ever for you.
Okay.
And I didn't even do it, but one of my employees did. He was counting out cash for a lady and counted his hundreds as 50s. So as he's counting hundreds, 50, 1, 50, 2. He gave her too much money, like twice as
Twice
much.
as much.
Yeah. She never said a thing. She just left. She was super stoked, I'm sure.
I'll bet she was.
I was not, but
No, I'll bet not.
yeah. He still works for me, but he has never
See,
done it
there you go.
again.
Yeah, that's only a mistake you can make once.
Right.
Yeah.
Alright.
So I've been given grading tests. I have so far passed them. I mean,
God,
I
I
haven't
hope so.
absolutely nailed everything, but I've been reasonable as far as my grades. There is one coin that I clearly have missed on today. There was an 09S Indian.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't see any wear on it. I just don't.
Look at the
I don't see
tips
the
of the
wear.
feathers, buddy. The tips. That's where you get the first hints of wear.
Okay, well, I'll go back and I'll look at it again. But here's the thing. We originally graded the coin VF.
What?
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying is I know a little bit more about coins than to grade a VF coin MS. Now I'll tell you who graded it the first time.
Who was that?
Tom Delory. So
Well,
he was super conservative.
I was gonna say that explains it.
Tom was super conservative on it. So, it's like he graded it that way. When I was talking to Mike, Mike said that the color on it was really, really dark, and it's noted by Tom that it was dark. So my guess is that he just downgraded it for the color.
Probably net graded for the
Right.
color. Let's see.
So, but it's a key date coin. It was nice. It was really cool.
Here's another question. Rumor mill, somebody asked me if they are changing the design of the 2021 Eagle. What have you heard? Mike, this is...
What have you heard?
I'm not answering this question. This is squarely up your alley.
Yeah, it's squarely up my alley, but all I've heard is rumors.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I mean, people will say, yeah, they're going to change it. Well, okay, why?
Show me where they've said that.
Right, and it's like, why would they change it? It is the most popular coin in U.S. history.
I've heard that same thing. I've heard that they're going to change the design. I don't know.
If they're going to change anything, they'd change the reverse. You got to leave that obverse intact.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Well, like I said, it's one of those things that I've heard rumblings about it, but I'm not sure that they're founded in anything. And if they are, awesome. That'd be cool. But I have not read anything.
Depending on what the design looks like.
But again, I also don't keep up on modern coinage as much.
No, but I will tell you that you know me. I read the news. I scour all the RSS feeds of every publication out there that publishes one.
Right.
I haven't seen anything about it.
Yeah.
So here, hold on a second. I will do my due diligence. Let me make one check real quick, one place.
Which means he's going to Google it.
No, I'm actually not going to Google.
Bing?
Believe it or not.
Yahoo?
No, not a search engine.
Holy macaroni.
See, I've got better resources than that.
I use Google for everything.
Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
That's my first thing I do is Google something. If I'm researching something and can't figure it out, I look at a coin and I'm like,
no, absolutely.
Enter the inscription, hit enter into Google, and about 2/3 of the time it'll. I mostly use it for world coins, but about 2/3 of the time it bangs it out, or puts me in the right direction at least. See, Mike, this is the part where I'm filling, where you do your research.
I know, and it's not working. So no, I don't see anything. I will check some more, but no, I use an RSS feed reader in order to find that kind of stuff, and no, there's nothing.
Yeah.
That I can see that's even remotely hinting at that.
Yeah, well, maybe something will come along.
Well, like I said, I mean, my thing is I don't understand why you'd want to.
Well, so at this point, it's pretty much just a rumor.
It's a vicious rumor,
Nothing
as far as I'm concerned.
Let's see if we got any other questions. You guys feel free to just type them in here. And let's see.
Yeah.
And if not, we'll move on to the next segment.
Yeah, that'll be a big surprise for people.
Yeah, you ready for this next segment, buddy? It's going to be awesome.
Man, I was born ready.
So, Mike,
you got a couple ibuprofen?
So, guys, I have been doing the coolest thing for. Did we do that on the first episode? Did we do the coolest thing?
We started the coolest thing on episode 26.
So 26. So 125-ish episodes, 130-ish episodes. We have been doing the coolest thing, and I have brought something 130 times. So now that my best bud Mike here is working in a coin shop, it's his turn. So Mike, why don't you tell us about the coolest thing? That's my new theme music for Mike's.
So here's the thing. No, not mine.
Yeah.
So here's the thing, and this is what I recommend and what I suggest is that we do a competitive coolest thing, and that's fine. But this week,
we
did have something very, very cool that walked into the shop.
Let's take a look at it.
Yeah. So we had, and this is just an example of one of them, we had a rare 3-piece Nation of Celestial Space Gold coin set come in.
I think I had one of these ones.
There's only a potential of 200 sets that can be made because I want to say it's the 1960.
I think I had one of these and popped it up on the coolest thing at one point. There are going to be some listeners out there that know for sure.
Okay, well, I've got the little history for you. So, on December 20th, 1948, the Nation of Celestial Space was chartered by James Thomas Mangan. And on January 18th, 1949, the nation laid claim to the entirety of space as its sovereign territory on behalf of all humanity to circumvent this claim from being made by any single nation. So while it's kind of an out there idea, right, this guy decided that before anybody else lays claim to space, I'm going to claim it. And so, how do you do that? Well, he went down and he filed a charter in Evergreen Park, Illinois, with the recorder of deeds in Cook County, or as we like to call it, Crook County.
Wait a second. Didn't somebody just get a little party pardon today in your neck of the woods?
I heard about it. My sister texted me about that. I tried to ignore
All right, that's all. The politics I'm going to get into. We have an
entire wing of a federal prison for our ex-governors. There's tons of them. Anyway, so
God bless Illinois.
I know. I love Illinois. So in 1957, the U.S. Patent Office certified the name Celestia, making it the sky's legal name, at least according to the U.S. Patent Office. So during the nation's history, peaceful protests were conducted against the use of space for atomic testing, atmospheric testing, and other commercial uses. They basically claimed everything that was above the ground. So it's like, you can't do anything in the air. The charter strictly forbade any artificial activity without permission. Now, all evidence points to the fact that the nations of the world largely ignored Celestial's claims and notice of trespassing. In fact, the nation had a pro-American leaning, issuing a, quote, special license to the U.S. to send man-made satellites into space, while upholding the ban to all others. So, in fact, Megan stood ready to turn his claim to all space over to the United States of America. So, in fact, this policy actually undermined his stated purpose, and in my mind, his credibility.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
you say that you don't want anybody to claim it,
but then you're claiming it.
You're going to turn it over to our government. Yeah.
It's kind of interesting because this is like the height of the space race and the Soviets and the United States trying to get into space and satellites and then later going to the moon.
Here's a guy that's trying to grab his, right?
Right.
So the nation faded into history with the death of its founder, but leaves behind a legacy in gold coinage, silver coinage, and stamps. So the coinage, the nation of celestial spacemen had two denominations of coinage: a silver jewel, which is 4.15 grams of sterling silver. Why I decided to go sterling, I don't know. Dated 1961. And a gold celestine is 2.2 grams of 900 gold. They were dated 1959, 1960, and 1961. They have a reeded edge. They weigh 2.1879 grams. They're 14 millimeters. And their gold content is 0.0703 ounces.
Huh. Man, you really brought it, didn't you? I'm gonna have some competition on the coolest thing, I feel.
Yeah. So this I thought was something really, really cool. As a matter of fact, we're gonna be throwing it up on our eBay page. So, what's
the store's eBay name? Do you know it offhand?
You know what?
This is the kind of thing you should prepare for, Mike.
I do. Yeah. See, there you go.
It's a plug.
Call me a rookie.
It's a plug.
Call me a rookie.
Rookie.
HJB-US Coins and Currency.
There you go.
Password is no.
No. No. Well, buddy.
So that was the coolest thing.
I love it. I love the fact that you have a coolest thing for the first time in 130-something episodes. And you're almost dying on camera. But yeah,
I'm okay.
All right.
I just coughed once.
That's great.
The pneumonia's gone. I went to the doctor yesterday.
Good. Can't have that.
Yeah, so for those of you who watch me suffer through it, bless you.
He's been a trooper. The last few episodes, man, have been I have been watching you because sometimes on camera I can see you, but like if we're doing the news, nobody else can see you.
Right.
And I'm just watching you die over there while I'm trying to like fill.
Bright red.
Yeah, I'm trying to fill, and you're back there dying, and it's like, oh boy.
Well, at least now I have a cough button.
Well, that's right. Yeah.
I mean, as far as working at the shop though, it's been really cool. It's been a great experience. I've seen more things. I had to check in an offer that we're doing.
Yeah.
So we haven't bought it yet. But there were tons and tons and tons of modern Kamems. So I got to look through them, and it's like, look, most of the modern Kamems, junk, right?
Yes.
But if you were going to pick any of the modern Kamems, which ones would you think right off the top of your head?
I mean, the good ones, or
yeah.
I mean, they had like the bimetallic piece.
Didn't have that one.
They had
the Buffalo.
Buffaloes, the uncirculated Jackie Robinson. I'm not even sure if that one's in
the
good
Jackie
anymore.
Robinson $5 gold was there.
Right. Was it Unk or Proof? Okay, I was going to say. The same in Proof, but...
Let's see. There was also the Dolly Madison Unk and Proof.
The 2-coin set. Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful coins.
Oh, boy.
So, yeah, I mean, and then you had all the other stuff that came with it.
You know how I can tell that you have only worked at a real heavy-duty coin shop for a week?
Yeah, because I'm still amazed by that stuff.
You're still enamored by modern government issue stuff.
I'll tell you what.
We literally, you know what we do with that stuff?
We sold the $17.95 $half this week.
Well, that's awesome. That is cool, American stuff. But I'm talking about the stuff you're over here like, oh, man, there was a Buffalo. It's like, that stuff, when it goes out of my shop, is literally on a cart. Like, we have so much of it that we stack up a cart about chest high on me and roll it out the door to the guy that's buying it.
I understand that. I know how it works, and it's all sold at a discount. I just, I guess I'm in it for the art, and there are certain ones that I still just appreciate the art.
And then call me jaded, call me whatever you will.
Oh, you are.
I'm a little bit, but I still.
Not as bad as some of the people I know, though.
Well, no, but I still have a love for the hobby, and that's what's important. But as far as the coins themselves go, I can't stand that stuff. I hate to say it, but I can't stand it. So, but I digress.
I saw some really cool things. I saw a silver maple leaf struck on a platinum planchet.
Ooh, that's cool. I've never seen that.
And there's some stuff.
I'm kind of jealous. How much?
This is not the place I was working at a couple of years ago.
No, I knew that one. I already know. See, I knew that. I knew that before you did.
I know. And you did. So yeah, it's been a great experience. They honestly, they've welcomed me like family. They make me feel that welcome already. Awesome. I'm sure it's going to be really, really cool. One of the things I have to give to my boss, Bob, my first day, I'm walking in, kind of setting things up, and he looks at me, he goes, "What kind of pop do you drink?" I said, "Well, I like Pepsi with sugar in it." Kevin, next time you're at the store, get him a couple of cases of pop.
Okay. With sugar in it.
Yeah. But I mean, it's just one of those things where it's like, what do you want? What makes you comfortable? Here, let's get some of that.
I buy my guys lunch every day. That's just how it works.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just part of the family, man.
They provide a toaster.
There you go.
Yeah, we're good. I have my sign that says, "Are you serious?" I think that there's going to be a lot of that going on. It's going to be fun.
I'm excited. I can't wait to hear all the more awesome stories. And we're going to have the coolest thing battle now, which we're going to let the viewers vote. And that's the coolest part.
I like that.
Yeah, we're going to let them vote. We're going to let them use either like the thumbs up for me or like the smiley face for you. And whoever gets the most will be the winner. We can check that.
Yeah.
And then, to you guys listening, if you want more episodes of The Coin Show, patreon.com. We are doing an additional 2 episodes a month on Patreon for anybody who supports us at the $5 or more level. $5 a month gets you 2 more episodes. We wanted to give back to the patrons, something exclusive for those guys, and that's what we came up with. Plus, we also have some cool swag coming. I wish I had some here.
It's not like this.
Yeah, it's not the original. Like that. That's the OG original.
This is the original
coin, and I don't even know how many of those we sold.
We got history in this thing.
But wait! Check this out. I do have some here, some little bits to the swag bag, and I will give the folks at home a little taste of what we're coming after. But I made some sweet, awesome stickers. These are stickers, and they're really nice stickers. And I have a bunch of other different ones, and they're going to go in swag bags, which are going to be also available for patrons. And we'll probably have some available as well on the website. I don't know, but I've got some all sorts of fun stuff in the works.
Maybe we'll do them as prizes or something like that for the others.
Perfect. Yeah, like I said, I've got a bunch of stuff coming, and it's all in the works. So the swag bags are coming for you guys.
Yeah, we've been working on some stuff behind the scenes for a while.
Right.
It's the major upgrades that we've done. The biggest comment that I heard from last episode was that the audio quality of the show has taken a quantum leap.
Yeah. Well, that's again just nothing to do but thank the patrons for that. So thank you, everybody.
Absolutely. Thank
and
you.
You ready to wrap this thing? You got to read? You want to read,
I
buddy?
guess so. Let's see. So we'd like to thank Tony Alvarez. And Tony Alvarez Band for our music. Visit him at TonyAlvarezBand.com. The other day was his birthday, the 15th. Happy birthday, Tony.
Happy birthday,
we'd like to
Tony.
thank Justin Irvine for the research and the stuff that he provides us for our videos. We want to thank Ernesto for handling our Facebook feed.
Yep.
And most of all, we'd like to thank you guys for listening.
Yep. And
without you, this entire endeavor is completely pointless.
And all you guys on the live stream, you rock.
You do rock. I mean, the people that show up and watch this, not just watch it later, but show up and watch it on, when we're recording it. Right. Those are the diehards. Those are the real fans. Not that anybody else isn't. I'm just saying. So for the Coin Show, I'm Mike.
And I'm Matt.
And we'll talk to you next time on the Coin Show.
No, do that again. Do that again.
What?
Oh, the air guitar.